Well, hey, welcome. So it's that time again. I hope you missed me. So turn those lights off. Find that spot to sit in. Roll those shoulders back. Pop that candle open. And remember, it's been a few days since I've been here. So I hope you've been practicing how to take a vacation. My first in a very long time. But all that manifesting, all this study, all work and no play make medicine woman angry. But anyways, welcome back. Light that candle. Know that when we light that candle, we are connecting back to that frequency, that Mother Earth frequency. Checking in, if you will. So welcome. Welcome to your Oracle meditation. Here, as you get comfortable and start clearing your thoughts, here in this meditation, we work on imagination. We know that if we don't use it, we will lose it. So here we imagine that we are inhaling the blessings we're asking for, the medicine we need to heal our bodies, and the magic to co-create the world. All we need to do is find that rhythm and exhale. Do this with me. Inhale the blessings, the medicine, and the magic, and exhale to make room. That's it. And the more you do it, the more rhythm that you find doing it, the more the medicine works. The more we are able to connect and clear those thoughts and release what no longer serves us in the form of an exhale. We work on a recipe of using 8 different oracle decks. We use the moon, the chakra, the frequency, the zodiac, and the zone of the body, all mixing it together to create a message that we get to meditate on. We use tapping to clear any emotional tethers and positive affirmations, mixing it all together to create a meditation that we get to work on while listening to a story, transporting us, and really connecting to that energy in the most basic way. And it starts with lighting that candle. Lighting that candle lets us focus on that frequency of 10. And that frequency is a building block. So as I've said, I've been gone. So I hope you've kept up. If you have, here's where you get tested. We are sitting in what phase of the moon? We're sitting in the last days of the waxing crescent moon. And this is where we manifest what we want. I was able to go on a trip and work on manifesting what I want and challenging the universe. I've been able to see the magic. So now we're entering into that first quarter. Tomorrow will be the first quarter moon. But for right now, really look at what you are doing and what's coming true around you. Are you receiving those blessings? So very quickly, I want to thank you. Thank each and every one of you for following, for liking, for listening. Thank you for practicing and discovering your medicine. Each one of us has a different medicine, a uniqueness. When we put it all together, it enhances this recipe, the magic that's in the air. So please continue to like, subscribe, and strengthen this message of connection. Strengthen our tribe. The more we all come together, the more the world can change. Right now, my thoughts are focused on that hurricane and visualizing that hurricane moving a little further up the coast to give those people a break. And I believe that if we collectively think about it, it can happen. Wield the magic for our highest and greatest good. So let us begin. We are on this red road that leads to those sacred mountains. And those sacred mountains, we climb those mountains and discover keys that lead to doors, that lead to tools, that lead to opportunities. And today we are asked to go to the Moon Lodge, to retreat, to collect ourselves and slow down. We're coming into that first quarter moon. On the new moon, we planted those seeds of intention. In the first quarter moon, we are going to nourish those intentions and determine what energy needs to begin to sprout. Take this time, as we're asked to go to the Moon Lodge, to think of those steps, to think of those steps towards your goal. Remember, we are not designed to do it all at one time. Not even nature is designed to do that. We are in the season of fall. It is curious that we're still green, but we'll get into that later. But know that we are sitting at the Moon Lodge. This is today's energy, to retreat, to bask in the sun, to recharge that conscious energy. That is what the sun is. The moon is our grandmother moon, who really pulls out those emotions in us. Well, in nature, there's balance. So we get the father sun. Sun is that masculine force. In all traditions, it seems that there is a feminine and a masculine power. Either way, it's a brilliant light that nurtures that feminine earth energy, that Mother Earth, warming us. Is it time for you to come bask in the sun? Shining your light, making it brighter. We don't just work with those emotions, but we balance it out and recharge and focus and slow down. And as we are entering into this first quarter moon, that's exactly what we're being asked to do, to sit in the sun and to let our light shine, charge up. So I ask you, what is bubbling up? Where are your goals? What are you focusing on? We are going from Sagittarius into Capricorn. This means the thighs going into the knees. So we are moving forward, and next are looking at that self-image, that pride and ego, balancing them out. Sitting in the second chakra, this is all about healing and letting go that negative emotion, improving that sensuality, that sexuality. And along the way on our red road, we get animals, ancestors, signs, stones, synchronicities, each with a message to help us along the way. Today, we are sitting in the Moon Lodge, time to retreat, to bask in the sun. And Turkey steps up. Turkey is that animal that encourages us to give away. It is nicknamed the giveaway eagle. This is a sign to stop, to surrender, to sit into that Moon Lodge and allow anything that no longer serves you to be given away in the form of breath. To be free, to celebrate turkey medicine, to see those virtues, to see yourself transcend. And this is the chakra we're sitting in. This is the time for that self-image. When we walk, we meet animals, ancestors, strangers, family. Today, Sylvia steps forward to remind us to believe and that you will receive. sit here in the Moon Lodge, time of retreat, basking in the sun, releasing yourself of what no longer serves you in the form of breath, and focusing on those goals. What are you manifesting? It is time to refine that, to tune into that frequency of abundance, to believe and you will receive. We are working on those foundations. Once again, as we work on that new moon, the new moon when we planted those seeds and we watched what bubbles up, that first chakra, we're working on the second chakra now. Working on that healing, that improving that sexual health, letting go of emotion, retreating, basking in the sun, charging up, if you will. Turkey, coming to us to help us create that giveaway, bringing us those feathers to wipe clean, to believe that what we want, we will receive. This is the foundation of faith. This is the foundation of what we believe in. So we are asked to hand it over, to soften, to surrender, to forgive. Forgiveness is a big one. No longer feeling the fear or the guilt of anything. We know that that emotion, that thought, can easily be surrendered, can be tossed up to the fire, tossed up to Father, Son. Do me a favor. For once in your life, change the way that you are thinking. I challenge you. I challenge you to challenge the universe, to show you how good it can get. Because it gets good, trust me. Make that decision. We're going into the first quarter moon. What are you trying to manifest? What intention did you set? What challenge, what goal did you set forth to accomplish? I know it's happening because we are asked to sit quietly in the Moon Lodge, to bask in the sun, to give away what we no longer want in the form of a breath, to believe that what you want, you will receive. This is the foundation of faith. So, Great Spirit asks you, lay it on the altar, hand it over, soften, surrender, and forgive. Allow that spacious mind and soul to expand, to use that space that you created to open up your mind, to create that soul, to create that balance, to no longer just sit in the dark in the light of the moon, but to step out into the sun, to give away what you no longer want and what you no longer need in the form of a breath, and get ready to inhale the blessings, the medicine, and the magic. And believe that you will receive what you want. This is the foundation of faith. Lay it on the altar. Hand it over. Soften, surrender, forgive. And let that space that you created, allow that mind and that soul to expand, to wander wider. Create that abundance that you're asking for. Take the time to breathe. Slow down and just breathe. By doing this, by taking the time to reflect before proceeding any further, we're asked to take that time to retreat, to sit in the Moon Lodge, to bask in the sunlight, the warmth of the sun, representing the love of Great Spirit, Father, Son, to give away what we no longer want in the form of a breath, to believe that you will receive. This is the foundation of faith. So lay it on the altar, hand it over, soften those petals, surrender, and forgive. Let that spacious mind and soul expand. Know that when you breathe and ease, knowing that the angels are with you each time you take a breath. So if this is as far as you get, this is your message. Retreat. Take the time to bask in the sun, to let go of what you no longer need in the form of a breath, to believe that you will receive. This is our foundation of faith. So hand over what you no longer want. Soften, surrender, and forgive. Allow that spacious mind and soul to expand. And for those of us that are able, let's do a body scan and go further into this meditation. For those of you that are new, a body scan is where we imagine a hoop that is connected to our breath, and it hovers high above our breath, high above our head. Inhale, let it go higher. Exhale, let it sink down. Slowly. Exhale. Let it relax your forehead. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw, your throat, your neck. Inhale, let it go all the way back up, as high as it can go. Exhale, let that hoop sink down, maybe just a bit faster, and leaving a bubble in its wake. That bubble's our transportation, that hoop. Slow it down right where it left off. Let that hoop be our relaxation. Sink. Sink further. If you can, this is the time to lay down. Inhale, let it go all the way back up. Slowly let it down. Let that bubble get bigger. Let it encompass you. Slow that hoop down right where it left off. Take it from here. This is your practice. Inhale. Really work on that imagination. Really sink into that dark. Let that void call you. Sink. Let that clairaudience work. Sink. If you reach the end, close off that hoop. Tie it off like a balloon. Create a tether of cord, a ribbon. Imagine. String. Feel Mother Earth's hand reaching up, connecting you once again. Sit back in the void. Sit back in the darkness, in the great mystery of it all. Close your eyes. Stay connected to that breath. Breathe in all the way and exhale through your nose as best you can, all the way out. If you're able, focus solely on this journey of breath. Notice that by slowing down, just slowing your breath down, your body is copying and slowing itself down, which turns and begins to quiet the mind. Stay focused on that breath, inviting more of that internal space for your mind to quiet down with each round of breath. Notice how that chatter is stopping. Notice how it's trying to pull you out of the meditation. But be persistent. Redirect and focus that breath. The more you rebel against those thoughts, the more spaciousness begins to form within you. Yeah, it takes effort. Sink. Sink further into that darkness. Let that darkness transport you, call you. Sink. Do you hear the lapping water? Fire? Burning? Come. Follow those sounds of the water. Follow those sounds of the fall calling us. Let that imagination expand. Here we are. Seats laid out just for us. By the lake. Right where the water splashes up. Fire pit surrounding our chairs. The smell of that crisp fall air. You know it's time. Time to do that tapping, where we are able to release what no longer serves us. To release those emotional tethers while our mind is sitting quiet. So come, pull up one of these chairs. Wrap yourself in that shawl that's sitting on top of the chair, the back of the chair. Wrap yourself up in that Indian blanket. Let's strengthen that foundation and wake up that emotional body so it can release what no longer serves and allow your body to release what your mind cannot. So find that area on your hand where you would do a karate chop and tap, tap. This is how we wake up that emotional body. Switch hands and tap. And listen. Move to that area on your face, that third eye area between your eyebrows, and tap. Listen. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of everything that I require. Move to your temples and tap. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. Move to underneath your eyes, that temple, that underneath your eyes, and tap. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive and I am open to receive right now. Move to underneath your lip on that little divot and tap. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. Slide under your lip, on your chin, and tap. I awaken this frequency of abundance. Underneath your arm, like you're giving yourself half a hug, and tap. I am safe to feel and experience all of my life. Other side, tap. I am open to the frequency of abundance. Tap your head and exhale. By doing this simple sequence, this is our Control-Alt-Delete button. We're allowing our body to make room for that new program, a better program. Sit here, let that frequency take hold. This is where we are taking that time to breathe, to allowing that new program to take hold. Allowing your past experience to influence your current behavior. Well, guess what? This is another way. This is another way forward. Tapping, meditating. We are engaging and are being reminded to stay in that higher frequency. This will allow ourselves to take better action, better choices, and refrain from reacting, because reacting will only delay the progress of healing. Love is the way. When you take the time and we take the time to breathe, to connect, we allow that mind and our soul to expand. Love should be the tree whose roots are deepened in that earth, but whose branches will always extend to the heavens. We are that example. So maybe just for today, you slip those shoes off. You let those feet experience the sun, the ground. You sit and you breathe and you give away what no longer serves you. And in that space, you instill the belief that you will receive what you are asking for. This is where we practice that foundation of faith, where we lay it on the altar, what we no longer need and we no longer want. We hand it over. We soften, surrender, and forgive ourselves for our past. We slow down and breathe. This is that abundance, frequency of abundance. And know that every time you do take those breaths, that you slow down, we are connecting to that guardian, that air guardian, our angels. Remember, we are children, told to have fun and to play, to work on that imagination and to create what we want. Like I said, I'm focusing on moving that hurricane further up the coast, to give those poor people a break. So do me a favor, retreat, sit in the sun, give away what you no longer want in the form of a breath, and know that when you do it, you are instilling that belief that you will receive, creating that foundation of faith. So lay it on the altar, hand it over, soften, surrender, forgive. Let that spacious mind and soul expand. Know that you are activating and connecting to those angels that are all around us. Take the time to breathe. So if you're ready, let's make our way back. Let's let Brother Turkey come in and sweep us back to that void. Come. Good job. Welcome back. Welcome back to the void. So if you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, open your eyes. Open your eyes to all of your magic. Remember, you are a blessing in this world. Wield your magic. Create those spacious spaces. Let that mind and that soul play. Take the time to breathe. Take the time to retreat and sit in the sun. Continue to deepen those roots and expand those branches. And by all means, remember, you are a blessing in this world. So I offer you more blessings to you, to me, and to all who listen.